you will only see a data scientist position, but they're expected to do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So apart from modeling, which fields do you think are really important for a data scientist to learn?
Hi guys, I'm Nick. I'm a senior data scientist here at WorkSpot. My background's in statistics and machine learning, and I spend a lot of my day working on recommendation engines.
So you mentioned this middle ground, especially for the path that you recommended for software developers to become machine learning engineers. So apart from modeling and statistics, what are the other software development paradigms that they need to learn? Like you mentioned cloud, you mentioned programming or something. Are there any other thing like certain software development topics or fields that they really need to learn so that they can be better at being a machine learning engineer?
From a software engineering side, or
Yes.
from the data science side?
I think from a data science perspective, because you can't like, I'm sure there are jobs where you are only expected to model, but I think in your position where you're doing everything,
Yeah.
I think lot of the small scale companies won't be able to afford a machine learning engineer and a data scientist, right?
Yeah.
You will only see a data scientist position, but they're expected to do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So apart from modeling, which fields do you think are really important for a data scientist to learn?
Yeah. So I think the most important thing is probably understanding cloud infrastructure.
Yeah.
It abstracts away a lot of the maintenance of servers and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
This whole serverless paradigm really enables me to be productive.
So like AWS, Google Cloud,
Yeah, it depends
anything.
what cloud provider you're with.
Yeah.
We use AWS here,
Yeah.
and to me that has understanding some of their key services
Yeah.
that abstract away. So instead of having to build all the code to do a specific function, I
Yeah.
just have to call an API.
Yeah.
That makes me move a hell of a lot faster as a data scientist.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think understanding the benefits to cloud
Yeah.
and the costs.
Yeah.
It might slow down developer time or anything like that. It might also introduce a bit of complexity.
Yeah.
But in general, I think the benefits of cloud to a data scientist who wants to do the engineering stuff are huge.
Yeah. Okay. Also maybe small things like version control, like learning the basics of Git and programming, like in general, learning an object-oriented programming language, and maybe something like maybe a little bit of data analysis, like able to like okay, people use pandas a lot, but then able to interact with data, try to figure out those kind of things. Maybe they are also could really help someone to be in this field and like
Yeah, 100%.
make you more efficient, like a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. I think so. If you want to have code that runs in production,
Yeah.
and you're working on a team with more than one person, you
Yeah.
need to understand version control.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think as as a data scientist, the other software engineering stuff you need to know are unit testing.
Unit testing,
Yeah.
right?
How do you know that the changes you've made to your code
Yeah.
are not going to break everything?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a bunch of other ones. Absorbing more of that software engineering paradigm
Yeah.
will make you more complete as a developer, as a data scientist.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Finally, since we are talking about programming and about other software engineering paradigms, which language do you think? And I ask this question specifically because my YouTube channel is only about Python.
Yeah.
I think, based on my little knowledge, that Python is the right language to go for machine learning. But then these days there are also, I know a lot of people go for R when they're in academic backgrounds, maybe in companies also, but I don't think R is a scripting language. R is more just for analysis like MATLAB. Also, there is this new programming language called Julia. JavaScript, people in JavaScript, they do all sorts of crazy stuff. They're developing these ML libraries, so as to say. C++ people are doing this, but in your opinion, which language do you think a beginner should prefer to jump into the field of machine learning?
Yeah, my personal preference is to definitely learn Python.
Yeah.
Its syntax is very easy to understand.
Yeah.
It's going to allow you to prototype and get things to production. There's a huge open source community out there. all sorts of other documentation that you can read, other people who have done it before. It really is kind of the language of choice in this domain when you're starting off. It also has a lot of other benefits.
Yeah.
So there's projects that are basically allowing you to train models in Python and
Yeah.
then deploy them on a device
Yeah.
using something like JavaScript.
Yeah.
So there's ways to get around that. But I think in general, when you're starting off, start off with Python.
Yeah, I think also very user-friendly libraries. Like if you just don't even know anything, if you because Python is such a user-friendly language and the syntax is so clear, I think like if you want to do a linear regression, just use a function. I know that's a very dumb way of looking at machine learning, but then for someone who is starting, that really provides like a confidence boost that okay, it's not rocket science. Like I don't have to burden myself with learning something new. So I really feel that Python as a language is really suitable for machine learning. Also, you use Python here, right, in the company?
Every day.
Yeah. So take the advice from the expert and learn Python. So thanks, Nick, for all the time you took to help the people get into the field of machine learning. If there are any comments about some other questions, I'll make sure to share them with you so you can give your insights.
Yeah, I'm more
But
than
I-
happy to help.